Good morning, students. So this is the last part of the chapter 3. Okay, plant life. So earlier in the last video we have read about the process of respiration and two different processes, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Now we'll see the process of respiration in plants. So as you know that after photosynthesis, glucose is produced as a byproduct. So this glucose is oxidized and the energy produced is used for the life activities of the plants. Okay, so we'll see the steps involved in the respiration. So first is intake of oxygen from the air. Then the second step is oxidation of the food or the glucose stored in the plant, and the third is release of the end products, carbon dioxide, water along with energy. So these are the three steps involved in the respiration of the plants. So let's see first the intake of oxygen from the air. So in plants, the process of respiration takes place in the night. Okay, so there are two organs which are there in the plants through which the exchange of gases takes place. So these are the lenticels and the stomata. See, lenticels are present in the woody bark of the trees, or you can say in the woody stem of the plant, and stomata is mainly present in the lower surface of the leaves on the surface of the young green stems. Okay, the difference between the lenticels and the stomata is that the stomata close at night whereas the lenticels remain open. Okay, so the exchange of gases takes place through these pores or the lenticels. Okay, so each lenticel is a loose mass of small thin walled cells. And what happens because of these thin walled cells, the oxygen reaches the interior tissues and the carbon dioxide is released. So if you will see the lenticels, so they are like the small scars on the bark of the trees. So if you can see here, you can see the small scars in the stem are the lenticels. Okay, so they are, so if you will see here, the lenticels is also present in the fruits like apples and the pears. Okay, so at the daytime mostly photosynthesis takes place and respiration also takes place, but in the night time mostly the respiration takes place. Stomata are closed during the night time, so no photosynthesis takes place. So the carbon dioxide released during respiration is given out through stomata in the atmosphere. Okay, and however the respiration continues and from atmosphere the oxygen is absorbed. Okay, now as you know, there is the glucose is broken down in presence of oxygen and the carbon dioxide and water vapor is released along with the ATP energy. This ATP is used for the different life processes in the plants. Okay, let's see the difference between the photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, so these two processes are there, and before that you need there is a need to know the gases exchanged during the photosynthesis. So during the photosynthesis, what happens? It occurs during the daytime, as you can see, and carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out, whereas in respiration carbon dioxide is given out and oxygen is taken in. So if you will see, the plants utilize oxygen and give out carbon dioxide in respiration, and the plants use the carbon dioxide and give out oxygen in the photosynthesis. Okay, and so what happens? There is the byproduct carbon dioxide and water in respiration, and the byproduct is oxygen and glucose. Okay, so and as I have told earlier that respiration takes place during the night and the photosynthesis takes place during the day. Here energy is stored in photosynthesis and energy is released in the process of respiration. Okay, so many differences are there between the photosynthesis and respiration, and certain activities are given in your book to show that the heat is released during the respiration. Okay, and see, plants take in oxygen during the respiration. So if you will see, the germinating seeds respire. So here what we have taken, the unsoaked and the soaked seeds. So when you will take uncooked seeds and you will just take the germinating uncooked seeds, so what will happen, they will respire and the lime water will turn milky. But if you will take cooked seed, there is no respiration in cooked food, so the lime water won't turn milky. Okay, then if we'll put a thermometer, then in the round bottom flasks with the cooked and the uncooked seeds, then what will happen, the temperature in the first one, where the uncooked seed is there, that will be higher compared to the cooked seed, because their temperature will remain same. Okay, so that shows the heat is released during the respiration. And if you will put the lime water also, you will see that the plants release carbon dioxide during the respiration. So that's another experiment. So with the help of these two experiments, we can see that in respiration process the carbon dioxide is produced and the heat is produced during the respiration. Okay, so after this end of the chapter, there are the book works, that is the homework for today, and some question answers are there for the classwork. To write one word for the following. So find pores present on the surface of most of the layers. What is the name? And the tiny openings present on the mature roots and woody stems of some trees. The name you need to write. The process which is responsible for the synthesis of food from carbon dioxide and water, and the process which is responsible for oxidation of food into carbon dioxide, water, and release of energy. So this is the classwork for today.